At this point, we begin the planning process, following the project management approach we have selected. And in any case, there are two fundamental principles you need to follow. First, you plan the project specifically to reach the objectives stated in the project charter. Second, focus on specifying and delving into the high-level information you captured in the charter. These principles will safeguard you from spending resources on something clients didn't ask for. Moreover, clients will always want to maximize the return on their investment in the project, and the charter will help you control the expanding demands within the constraints and boundaries of the project. On the other hand, if clients do want to adjust project objectives, it's totally fine with us, but they need to update the charter, which will allow you to renegotiate the project budget and timelines. Before we jump into the details of project planning, you must understand the most critical planning technique. This technique is what makes hybrid project management so popular. And I'm talking about the rolling wave planning technique. In practice, this means that you'll conduct high-level planning first, and you'll use all the same processes and tools, but at a higher level, and you apply it to all aspects of the project: scope, budget, schedule, risks, and everything else. Notice, you do it at the start of the project, so you have a limited understanding of your project. But your goal is to allocate sufficient time and resources to ensure you can implement the requirements regardless of the circumstances. And yes, it usually means that your project plan is a bit bloated with buffers and reserves. And it's totally fine as long as you are transparently communicating it to stakeholders. You see, this high-level planning satisfies stakeholders' needs for clarity, control, and predictability, even if they just perceive these benefits. After that, you progressively elaborate on the requirements that you need to implement in the near future. Again, you plan all aspects of the project for the next few weeks or months. That's why you don't need to spend weeks or months planning the entire project in all details at the onset. However, keep in mind that you need to dedicate sufficient effort to this progressive elaboration later. You don't do it alone. It's the team's effort.